Hi YouTube, my name is Kenneth, and if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering why Dave Ramsey is wrong. So, Dave Ramsey teaches the snowball method. Now, this is a method of debt repayment, and I think it works, but it's not the most efficient for the people that he's working with. The people with very low emergency funds, the people who may need income fast, and that's who he's working with. So my goal in this video is to talk about 3 different repayment methods that work in different ways and are better for certain people. Now first, I do have to mention that I'm not a CPA, I'm not a financial advisor, and it's best to talk to your financial planner before making any financial decisions. So let's look at the 3 methods we're going to see today. So the first is going to be the debt snowball. Then we'll move on to the debt avalanche, and then we'll move on to debt indexing. Now, these 2 you've probably heard of, this one you may not have, but by the end of the day, you'll be good. Alright, so for today's example, we're going to have 3 different types of loans. The first one is going to be personal, the second is going to be credit card, and then the last one is going to be a student loan. So the first one, we'll assume you borrowed $2,000 from a friend, really good friend, but they want 12% interest from it. So just be aware of that. Then the credit cards, you're paying one of the highest rates at 25%. Now the last one is going to be a student loan for $5,000, $100 a month, and you will be paying 5% interest. Now, this one at the bottom, this is payments. So this is without interest, how many months you would have to make payments for the debt to be gone. So let's look at a couple different methods of how people deal with this and what gets you the best deal. Alright, so the first one is going to be the debt snowball, and it's going to be this one right here. So on the debt snowball, you want to first pay your personal loan. It's the smallest, so this is the one you want to pay first. Then your credit card, which has a medium balance, and then the last one is your student loan because it has the biggest balance. Now, with this method, you're going to start paying this, your personal loan, and let's say you have an extra $100 a month to make it go a little bit faster. So you finish this in 18 months. Okay, that's not too bad. You finish up on the 18th month and you have a little bit extra, and then you start working on this one and you roll all of the money that you were putting on this one onto your credit card. And by the time you get to your credit card, it's going to be month 25, and then you're done with that. And then you're going to put everything that you were putting on the other 2 into your student loan. And you should finish up about month 34. Now, for the debt avalanche, it's going to be right over here. It goes based on the highest interest rate. So the first one is going to be 25%. Well, you want to get that one knocked out really fast. So what you would do is you would put the $100 that you were paying for the credit card plus another 100, so you would be paying $200 a month. And after interest, you would finish paying this off in about 15 months. So a little bit faster than this one, about 3 months faster. Then you move on to your personal one. Now personal is at 12%, so that's why it's the next best. Then for this one, you're going to roll it over, and you'll start this one on month 24. And then you just start working it again, and then at the end, you're going to finish in about 33 months. Now, there isn't that big of a difference, but the money, there's about $260 on this one. So that's how much you would make versus this one. Now, this one is the one that, you know, everybody has to be all or nothing. So you either have to pay all your interest first, or you have to go with the smallest first. Now, this method does work some, but for most people, I don't think it does. The reason why is because if you're doing this, this has a payment of $25 a month. $25 a month, let's say an emergency happens after 18 months and you need that extra $25 a month for something, it's gone. You know, you don't have extra money to spend on something. Now, I do agree that with Dave Ramsey, you know, if this had been the highest interest and it was $5,000, you're going to be sitting there for a while paying it off. So I get that. But I think there has to be a happy middle ground. And that's what I found, and that's why I think Dave Ramsey is wrong. So the next one is going to be what's called the indexing method. So what we're going off of is how many payments it would take at the time that you make the chart to pay it off. So for example, for this one, for the credit card, it's $2,500. $2,500 at $100 a month. That's 25 months. 5K is divided by 100 is 50, and 2K divided by 25 is going to be 80. So that's where we get those numbers. So with this one, you're going to finish paying off this one in 15 months with an extra $100 a month, just like the last one. Now, for the next one, at this point, you have an extra $100 a month freed up. If you have an emergency, you have an extra 100 instead of an extra 25. A little bit more cushion room. Now this one, you're going to finish up in month 28. Now, yes, this is going to be longer versus the 24 months that the Avalanche will get, but it's also going to be another 100 instead of another 25. And then by the time you get to this one, it's going to be month 34, so about the same as the debt snowball, but you're still seeing huge, $100 improvements in your finances. Now, so for the Avalanche, you're going to come out ahead about $268. For the indexing, you're going to come out about $112. So it's worth it to have the extra bumps in emergency funds savings for your monthly budget. Now long term, it doesn't matter as long as you get all your debt paid off, but this is one way I would do it instead of the debt snowball. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great day.